Welcome back to another post-workout little rant that I wanted to go over, or just a topic I wanted to talk about. Again, I was just thinking about this in the gym and thought, might as well just make a quick video on it. So, doomscrolling has got to be like the worst possible thing any person could do with their time throughout the day. And I'm not even just saying that like me trying to be like, bro, like I'm doing so much more than you. You gotta be locked in like 24/7 throughout the day. But literally doing anything else is a better use of your time than just scrolling on TikTok and just being like, absorbing all this like useless information, all these useless trends that like literally help you in no way. And I didn't just want to talk about doom scrolling in general, but I want to talk about doom scrolling, especially when you're like an aspiring content creator, or like you want to be a content creator. You want to, you're posting your own videos every day. Like you're coming up with your own like topics. You're trying to like come up with your own video ideas, your own way to build a brand, your own way to build connections with, your audience, your own way to like do certain things when it comes to just creating content. And I feel like doom scrolling kills every single bit of drive that I have when it comes to making videos or creating content that I think is good, because all I can physically do when I'm doom scrolling is just compare myself and my content to what other people are posting and what's kind of working for other people rather than what could work for me when it comes to my content, if that makes sense. Like every time I doom scroll, I end up going through a bunch of people's pages that might be doing the same kind of thing as me, or might be doing similar things that I'm trying to do when it comes to content creation, but the way they're doing it, maybe it's working out for them, or they're doing something that is getting a lot of, engagement, a lot of likes, a lot of follows, a lot of comments, things like that. And you get into this like rabbit hole of thinking like, okay, well, I need to do this. But then you see someone else doing something that's working for them, and you're like, all right, well, I gotta try this too. Because like maybe they're doing something that I don't know, or they're doing something that I haven't figured out yet and it's working for them, so maybe it's gonna work for me. So you find yourself seeing all these creators doing things that are working for them, so then that like overflows your mind of like ideas that aren't even being created by yourself. All that's gonna do is show that you know how to copy someone's content, or you know how to kind of look at someone's content and be like, hey, that works for them, I'm gonna try to do that myself and see if it works. And it might be a good idea. You might be able to work it out with yourself as well, like incorporate it into your content too. But it's so important, at least I believe it's so important when it comes to content creation. And again, none of this has worked really for me yet. I'm still very like new coming up, trying to figure out what works for me and what my best like path is when it comes to content creation and how I can connect to people and how I can, bring value to my channel or any of my pages right now. But the last thing I'm gonna wanna do, or anyone in my position is gonna wanna do, is sit there and compare themselves to everybody else that's trying to be a content creator in the world, because then you also think to yourself, like, how many people are trying to do exactly what you're doing? And you start thinking, is this really possible? Is this really worth it? Like, is there really a way that I'm gonna be a person that beats all these other people? That's just not how you can think about it, because literally people say comparison is the thief of joy, and it's so true in so many aspects, because the second you compare yourself to other people and their progress compared to yours, it takes away all the hard work that you put in to even get to the point where you're at when it comes to your own pages or your own channel or your own content creation. Whatever it is, it just takes away from that, because all you can think about is why they're doing better than you and why they're getting the engagement that you want but you're not seeing yet. But you don't know what those people went through to get to that point. You don't know all the years they probably were posting. You don't know all the things they probably tried. You don't know all the things that happened that went into that, to them finding out what works for them and growing an audience that way. That's why it's so important to just figure out your own way to build your audience, your own way to bring value, and not try to take that from other creators just so you can grow, maybe a little bit of engagement. Because it's not gonna be authentic, it's not gonna be natural, you know what I mean? And like I said, I'm still trying to find this out myself. But the one thing that I really need to like focus on is just not comparing myself to other people, because at the end of the day, that's not really gonna do anything besides make you feel like you're doing something wrong. And the whole point of this whole like come up when it comes to content creation is just having a journey, and that journey is you finding what works for you and how you can connect with people and trying new things, seeing where you bring the most value and what you enjoy the most doing. Do you enjoy, making skits? Do you enjoy, doing helpful tip videos? Do you enjoy making vlogs? Do you enjoy making content like I'm making right now, where I'm just like sitting in front of a camera and talking to nobody, but hopefully somebody is watching this and understanding what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you're gonna blow up one day because of you and not because of how other people got their audience or blew up. You're gonna blow up because you're being yourself You're bringing a value that only you have, and you aren't anybody else. So you shouldn't be trying to copy anyone else's ways to get famous or to just get quick clicks. You want to get clicks that are going to bring people to come and watch your video, not just watch a video that any content creator can make and you could get the same effect. You know what I mean? You want people to sit down and be like, a new video came out from this person, like I want to watch this and I want to sit down and I want to hear what they have to say. I want to see what they're doing. I want to see where this video goes because it's them, not because it's just a general topic. You know what I mean? That's why it's just so important to be yourself and just make the content you want to make. Not really care about what other people might think about the content you're making. Who cares if they think it's funny? Who cares if they don't think it's funny? Who cares if they think it's entertaining? Not every piece of content is meant for everybody. People are going to hate it. People are going to like it. People are going to feel indifferent about it. But all that matters is that you like to make it and it's something that you enjoy and you're just not comparing yourself to other people because, like I said, comparing yourself to other people is only going to bring you down when if you just focus on what you need to do and you focus on growing yourself, you focus on growing your own brand and you just look at your numbers going up and not worry about where other people's numbers are at and where you're at in comparison to them, it's going to make your journey so much better. It's going to make your journey so much less stressful because you're not worried about what other people are doing. You're just worried about your subscriber count going up, your followers going up, your views going up, your engagement going up. And that's the only person that you should be comparing yourself to is you up to this point. You're the only person that you're in competition with because the only person that's gonna beat yourself is you if you stop trying. Because that's just how it goes. Not saying I'm the most experienced person in this field. Not saying I have the most success rate in this. Obviously, I have 180 subscribers. I'm not someone who can really, give advice when it comes to growing a channel, but I'm someone who can give advice when it comes to comparing yourself to other people because I could tell you that it's just not going to do anything for you. It's not going to do anything for me. And I guarantee you that if you're watching this video, you're probably in a similar spot to me where you're really striving for something. You have a goal, whether it's being a content creator or whatever it is, but you're just sitting there and you see other people winning, you see other people succeeding, and you're like, why is that not me? But you can't ask yourself that. You're just going to be like, when that is me, this is why I got there. And don't let it be because somebody else paved the path for you. You got to pave the path for yourself. Or else it's not even going to feel fulfilling once you get to the top. I mean, maybe it will, but it'll feel a lot less fulfilling, if you know what I mean. But either way, my little side rant's over. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did and you guys want me to do more topics or more post-workout thoughts, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, and I appreciate you guys for watching, and peace out.